Welcome to Trauma
Pero no
Drama
with KSB.
I'm Karina, the oldest.
I'm Susie, the middle.
And I'm Vanessa, the youngest.
So grab your popcorn and your tissues
Because you're gonna need it.
While we unpack all the drama and the trauma. Welcome to this week's episode of Trauma, Pero No Drama. I'm Susie, and I'm joined by my sisters, Karina and Vani. So, hi guys. How was your guys' week?
Great, fabulous, fantastic.
Anything fun and exciting?
No, same as usual.
Yeah, same here.
What a boring life we live.
I know. Yeah, we have so many stories.
One of these days we're going to have some juicy story of the week. Probably not, but it's a good thought.
Mm-hmm. So, what's going on?
What are we talking about?
I don't know.
I have the tea, whatever it is.
You do?
Can make something up, I'm sure.
No, you guys, the other day, I was looking through pictures, and I came across the album of when we went to Mexico.
Which time?
The last time that we all got to go together.
Oh, is that what you want to talk about?
Yeah.
Oh, this should be
There's
interesting.
There's a lot to unpack.
Oh, jeez. There was so much freaking drama on that trip.
But it was so fun.
That's what happens when you put like 17 people in one house.
Oh my gosh. Yeah. I feel like the person that had the most trauma that trip is my bestie over here.
Yeah, bestie, tell us about your trauma.
How was the last trip to Mexico for you?
Stressful. It was really stressful. Well, it all started off when we all went to the airport. Everybody got picking up at their houses one by one.
Did we get picked up one by one?
Yeah.
I remember.
I got picked up first, and then to you, and then we finished off at Moss.
Yeah, I remember you guys brought all 56 of your suitcases the night before.
Oh, yeah. Yeah.
Yeah, so it started off bad because I was traveling on my own with my two kids. And then remember Leah threw up?
Oh, yeah. Yeah, I totally forgot about that. Poor baby.
So that was the first.
That was a sign in itself.
Yeah.
It
so let's talk about that for a second. She was like, I need a cold drink. And I was like, okay, what do you want? So we went to like that little like mini mart that they have at the airport. And all they had were like the Dunkin' Donuts, like cold brew coffee thingies, but they weren't really all that cold. It was just like those fridges that are kind of open, so they're like half cold, half not cold. And she's like, this will do. So she drinks it, and we're in line to board, and as we get it closer and closer to the front of the line, and she's like, Mama, I don't. I'm like, don't you dare. Don't you dare. And then as we're getting closer to the front, she just pukes. She pukes everywhere. It's on her sweater. It's on her stuff. I can smell it.
I stopped the vomit with Junior's blanket, remember?
Half. It still got all over her and her shoes and everything.
Yeah.
So, Nani sat down with us, right? Is that right? Yeah, that's right.
Yeah.
So, I didn't know. It started off really bad. That vacation, I should have just canceled and stayed home because
we almost had to cancel. I thought they weren't going to let us on the freaking plane because we had to beg them and tell them, I swear she's not sick. We swear she's not sick. It was the coffee.
Yeah. But I think there's the coffee.
Yeah.
That's the good thing. But me and Nani kept smelling some refreshener. And, like, I thought they were, like, disinfecting the airplane, and it smelled so good. I'm like, oh, they're disinfecting it. Because we went during COVID.
It was, like, after. It was, like,
Right
2021.
Yeah.
Yeah, so it was,
right
like, after, like, the whole COVID thing. Yeah.
Not little did we know, It was Leah's hand sanitizer.
She kept putting it on and putting it
My
on the
poor
whole freaking
baby.
flight.
Her hands must have been so dry by the end of that flight.
Yeah. Well, where do we get started with that bed?
I don't know. My red flag was when we got to the airport, and I think you told me, like, there's a problem with your ticket. I spelled your name wrong. I don't know if you're going to have to buy a whole new ticket. And I'm like, oh, there goes my spending money.
They were really rude about it, though.
They were. Never fly with just saying.
Well,
Fight with never fly.
Lie.
well, I've seen a lot of bad like interviews, not interviews, but what are they called? Reviews of that they're really rude.
We're going to have to bleep that out so we don't get sued.
For giving
Bleep
them
it
a
out.
bad review.
Please bleep it out. Okay.
Please bleep it out. Okay.
Well, what do you guys want me to tell you about the bad? About the agua?
The bad.
The aguas?
The agua story?
Well, what are your traumatizing stories? So we'll start with those.
Well, there's a lot. A lot went through that.
We did go through a lot.
So, this is a really nasty TMI. So, there was like 30 of us in that household. And we had to wake up early or shower at night when everybody was sleeping.
One bathroom.
One bathroom. And I was always the early bird. I was always the one who waking up very early. And I don't remember what we ate that day. What did we eat? Enchiladas?
I
The
think
day before?
but I think it was like a mixture of like the food change.
Yeah.
That's a real thing.
Yeah.
Yeah, like that's legit.
And
It's okay.
it's so embarrassing. So I wake up, my stomach started to growl, right? I was like, I'll give it another 30 minutes, another 5, another minute, and then when you like feel that pain that you have to go. So I grab out my things, my clothes, my everything, so I could go downstairs and shower, and then there was someone in the bathroom. Someone beat me to the bathroom, and I was like, oh. So you hear the water running, you hear the music, and I'm like, okay, they're showering. They're almost done. Then you hear like 20 minutes pass, 10 minutes pass, 15 minutes pass, whatever. And you barely hear the bathroom flush. And I'm like, oh my gosh.
You haven't even gone to the shower.
He hasn't even gotten in the shower yet. But the thing is, to make the story short, I had an accident.
It's okay.
And that was very traumatizing.
It's okay. It happens to the best of us. That also happened to me. Not on that same trip, but I peed myself because it was back when we had to stay with my grandpa.
So it was one of the Mexico trips?
Yeah.
So the moral of the story is be careful with your bodily movements.
Yeah. Yeah. Listen to your body. If you gotta go, just go.
Move.
So you don't feel bad.
Yeah, I was so mad. I was so mad. I don't even know if I was mad. I was just disgusted.
Was it worth those extra 10 minutes?
No, it wasn't. It wasn't. I was so mad at myself. I was like, I should have freaking woken up earlier. Because I would usually wake up like at 5 in the morning to go shower, get ready.
Yeah, you were always the first one to...
Yeah, hell yeah, I was going to be the first one. You know how long the line was? There's a lot of us.
I think people need to know that we stay with my mom. She has a house. And it's a pretty big house. Mm-hmm. But there's only one bathroom for like 6 bedrooms. So like, there was like 30 of us. So you guys, I mean, just imagine that line. And then early in the morning. Mm-hmm. Yeah, so to be fair, it wasn't all your fault. And whoever that person was in the bathroom, they tricked you because here you were thinking that they were almost done.
The toilet. Wasting the hot water, too.
I can imagine, like, the sense of panic that she felt.
Have you ever cold sweated?
Yeah.
Oh. That was me. Oh, my gosh. And what else? Oh, the balazos.
Oh, yeah.
Oh, the balazos that you would hear at night.
I just kept telling myself, it's fireworks. It's fireworks. Someone's having a party somewhere.
Yeah.
And then you and my mom and whoever else walked out to see. Remember? You guys walked out and they were balazos and you guys were like, son cohetes. And like, boom, 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 boom. And then we were like, that's not fireworks. And you guys are standing out there like,
Looking for the fireworks.
Yeah.
where are they? Yeah.
That was in Week Sale, right? Like those gunshots.
You remember my tia got bit with an alacran?
Don't talk about that because
that was the next thing I wanted to talk about.
I still feel guilty for that because she was helping me pack.
It was your fault.
Yeah. Yeah. That's pretty traumatizing. That was pretty bad.
But she was so nonchalant too, like, oh yeah, I got bit by an alacran. What?
A Scorpio. For those who don't know what's
a scorpion.
A scorpion. A scorpion.
I mean, the Scorpio symbol is a scorpion, so.
Yeah.
Oh man. Yeah. Yeah. My mom is allergic, right?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. Yeah, that was pretty.
But we didn't know if she was, and that's why we were freaking out about it.
Yeah.
I remember I forgave her and I was like, you can come sleep on my bed. I don't want you to get bit again.
Well, we're so freaking Mexican with our home remedies, because what did we give her? Like Vaporu and milk?
Garlic.
We gave her milk and garlic. Yeah. Well, to be fair,
That's what Google said?
My brother-in-law, did come and we tried to take her to the hospital emergency. Did you guys?
Urgent care, whatever.
Yeah, they were all closed. And it wasn't even that late. It was like 9 o'clock.
Like 8 or 9.
Yeah, but even the emergency room was closed.
Yeah.
And the pharmacies were like, yeah, there's nothing you can do. So what do you do in those situations?
You die.
And that's the biggest fear about going to Mexico, like the alacranes and stuff.
Yeah.
It terrifies me. And more like my Jimena Jr. were so tiny. Like, they were so curious. Like, they would pick up rocks or, like, they would be shoeless in the house and, like, and, like, especially in the bed. Like, you just lay
because that's where it was. It was in the bed.
Yeah.
Yeah, like, that's... And I freaked out because it was me, Leah, and Josie all staying in that room. Yeah. And it was literally on the bed.
So every time we went to bed, Alex would shake all the sheets and stuff just to make sure. And I thought he was being over dramatic and over exaggerating. And then when that happened to my aunt, just by putting her hand down on the bed, I was like, "Oh, hail to the no! You better shake that again."
Yeah, but you know what? I don't think we did that too, right, Leah, Josie? We shook the blankets. Yeah. But I think that it was the fact that me, Leah, and Josie, were like little messy peas in a pod. We would leave our suitcases open, for easy access. So I think because I was packing and we were putting a bunch of like stuff on the bed, making room, I think it was in my clothes, and that's how it ended up in the bed. Yeah.
Do you think if it would have fell in your suitcase and you would have brought it back, do you think it would have been alive?
I was just about to ask the same question. Do you think it would survive over here?
Yeah.
And keep it as a pet?
Yeah. I would probably use it as a weapon.
Threaten Josie if she didn't do her homework.
Intruder alert. Just release the beast.
Yeah, like I always thought that, like, even though, like, like I usually wear like sport bras, and like like sometimes the thing falls out when you wash them and stuff.
The little pocket.
Yeah, I was so scared of my life. Like coming back, I was like so scared to stick my hand in. Like, what if there's a Scorpio in there?
Scorpion.
You guys, talking about that, can we talk about how traumatizing it is to dry your clothes out in Mexico?
Oh.
On the tendedero.
Because your sock comes out crustier than when you before.
Deja de eso. This is one of my traumatizing experiences in Mexico. Una vez, I think it was the time that I went with just my mom and my dad and Josie and me, and yo estaba metiendo toda.
Where was I?
You didn't go.
That's rude.
Side note, you weren't invited. No, I'm just kidding. I'm just kidding.
Wow.
No, like I think you guys couldn't go. And I was bringing in my clothes and we were folding it. The biggest spider came out from my shirt. Like, I'm talking like this quarter size, people for reference, like huge. Just, oh.
But was it huge, that big with the feet, or was it huge
No,
like the belly?
Like the body was this big and it still had little legs
Oh.
sticking out. No, that is traumatizing to me. Any little critters that could exist, I panic.
Talking about that. Something scary happened to me a while. It was like before this last time that we went to Mexico, all of us, all 4 families, right?
Mm-hmm.
4 families.
Yeah.
La Llorona. La Llorona. Oh my God, that was so terrifying. I was scared to my life. And someone.
You?
Definitely not me.
It was you.
She's looking at
Mana.
you.
Mayor?
The middle forgotten one. I would always wake up like at 12 at night, night, sharp, out of like the
That's
blue.
not creepy.
It is creepy, and like I would always sleep with my lights on. I would always sleep with the lights on because I was so terrified, and I would always wake up at that time, and I would freak out, and I would always go to Mana Susie's room, right? She's across the room.
We're just across the hall, yeah.
Yeah. And, like, she would leave the door unlocked. But then it got, like, more every day.
Todas las noches, güey, a las meritas 12, entraba a mi cuarto a dormirse conmigo. Mind you, it was just a full-size bed. And it was already me and Josie in there.
Yeah. And she locked the door. So then a few days later, nights.
No, espérame, mana. Espérame, you can't do me dirty like that because tú tocabas hasta que te abría la puerta.
Wait, no. That was when that happened. The Llorona thing happened.
She's banging on the door.
I was.
I'm not leaving, so open up.
Yeah, tocaba hasta que abría la puerta and I would be like, mana. And she would come in, open the door, I'm scared.
You know that feeling you get when you're scared and it's dark out? You feel like someone's standing behind you.
Or someone's going to pop out and, like, drag you.
Especially because estábamos en el piso de arriba.
Yeah.
Y estaba el balcón.
And it was just us.
Yeah, it was just...
I don't even remember if our brother went that time.
No, it was just us.
It was just us?
Mm-hmm, with Josie.
Yeah. So...
Hard pass.
It was, like, at 12 at night again. Like, I woke up. And then the stupid dog started barking. Oh, my God. When the dogs start barking at 12, at the middle of the night, there's something there.
I don't know what it is about dogs barking at midnight in Mexico, but they are freaking scary.
Mm-hmm. You know, this last time that we went to Mexico, you know how many times the dogs woke me up? And, like, Minna would wake up and she would be like, what's going on? And I'm like, shh, go back to sleep. It's fine. It's a normal thing here. But no, I woke up at 12. And then, like, the dogs were barking. And then out of, like, I don't know if it's, like, far. I don't know if the Llorona cries. It sounds like she's close, but it sounds, like, far. Or, like, she's far and it sounds loud. I don't know. But I was going to peek out the window. And I was like, she's not going to chuparme mi almita de la pinche Llorona no se va a llevar mi alma. No. I was like, that shit. So I get up. And then, like, you hear the cry, like, and it's not just like a it's like
It was my aunt from across the street.
No, I was like, maybe they're drunk or some drunk lady is crying because her man left her or something.
Mi papá le decía son los gatos.
There's no way that it was a gato. At that time todavía había agua en la laguna.
Mm-hmm.
So obviously la Llorona sigue la agua because she drowned her kids.
Right.
So I was like, this is not the dogs. This is not the cats. I was like, something ain't right here. So I get up. I even tripped. En ese tiempo, mi mamá todavía no ponía el piso. So I stepped on the rock, and I'm like, oh, and I'm running. I grabbed my blanket and my pillow. And I was like,
She's like, I'm not going to be uncomfortable.
Yeah. And I was like, knock, knock. And she wouldn't open. And I'm like, oh. she's sleeping, huh? I was like, no. Open the door. Open the door. And she wouldn't open the door. And like at that time, you could hear it like louder and louder and louder. And I'm like, oh, she's gonna jump into the window. She's gonna take me, and I'm gonna have to box this so she doesn't take my alma. And then finally, Mama decides to open the door.
I'm sorry.
And instead of her saying like, what happened? Are you okay? She said, what the do you want? I'm sleeping. And I'm like, the Llorona's crying over there, and she's not gonna take my alma. She's not gonna take my alma, and I'm gonna save myself. And then I just walk in, and I was like, she didn't even want to make me a little capito in the cama.
Josie was sleeping.
Las patas. I was like, it don't matter. I will sleep in the patas, on the floor, wherever, but I am not sleeping in my room.
Yeah.
That was the scariest that ever happened.
Yeah, I thought she was crazy. I thought she was like losing her mind.
At that time, mi abuelito todavía vivía. Y mi abuelito was like, era una vieja loca que andaba caminando.
Yeah.
Like, no, abuelito. No. A mí no me quieren lavar el coco. Eso era la Llorona. And it's the scary shit porque te sacas el cuero así, like,
You get the
así.
goosebumps and
Like,
all that.
so bad. Y yo empecé a rezar, aunque no sé rezar. Según soy católica, somos creyentes de la católica, yo según estaba rezando.
Didn't even know all the words. She's just like, Hail Mary, please save me.
Yeah. No, after that, I think I felt bad for her because you could tell she was truly scared. And I started leaving my door unlocked for you.
Yeah, she
But
did.
I think yo laqueaba mi puerta porque también me daba miedo. Like, I would...
You do get scared. Because remember the first time that we went when we were, like, none of us were married, none of us had kids, when we went, and it was that same situation where around midnight, the dogs, every freaking dog in the village just started barking like crazy. And then they started, like, crying. Like something was hurting them. And it sounded like they were, like, directly outside of our door. And then it was so scary that we all went into one freaking bed. I mean, it was like 7 of us.
Yeah.
In one bed because we were that
when
scared.
We still stayed with my grandpa, right?
Yeah, that's what I was going to say. Que cuando todavía vivía mi abuelito. And the house wasn't finished yet. So there was no way for us to live in the house yet.
But none of that stuff phases them because it was the same thing. I remember my abuelito saying like, "Nah, it's normal."
It's because they get used to it because they live there.
Yeah.
No
but
fakes.
Us, no.
Yo por eso, like for the people who don't know, like over there, like the bathrooms aren't really in the house. You have to come outside to go to the bathroom. Yo por eso, as soon as I saw the sun going down, I peed and I went to the room and I did not come out till that sun was back up in the sky, full beam. I was not gonna be taken.
No, if you gotta pee and it's getting close to midnight, you are holding it
Until the next morning.
Hell yeah.
Especially because the perros se ponían afuera de la puerta.
And you could hear them pacing back and forth.
Yeah.
We've had a couple trips, right? So it's kind of creepy, really, if you think every time we've been there, we can relate a scary story to it. But it's still weird to me how over there they're just like, oh yeah, La Llorona, yeah, we hear her all the time.
Yeah. But the good definitely outweighs el miedo.
Yeah. Otherwise, we wouldn't go back.
I would still keep experiencing the miedo just to be
Oh my
there.
God, can you talk about the whole story where you guys went to look for the Llorona?
Oh my gosh.
I wasn't there.
didn't go.
She didn't go because she was still a baby.
I was small. I was a baby. Well, I wasn't really
not.
a baby.
She was probably like Josie's age.
But you went?
Yeah.
I did.
Okay, so you can tell us all about it.
So, una vez, we decided to get the genius idea. Shout out to my tío José. Si estás escuchando, tío, ¿es tu culpa?
¿Es tu culpa?
Siempre nos contaba like stories about La Llorona and how there was a place donde estaba like un río con una vía y nos dijo que ahí se veía La Llorona. Quién sabe si nos mintió o nos dijo la verdad, pero nosotros de chamacos, I think that time it was like todos los primos, like me, Titi, Hugo, Viviana, Meme, Oscar, Lalo, like it was a bunch of us and my tío and my tía, like, you know, pinche relajo.
But I stayed. My tia Lupe didn't go.
She did.
She stayed with me.
Yeah, but we were all there talking about it, talking about how that was a place where a sighting.
How does that even start? So you're just like sitting around
hablando
de cosas y luego dices, ¿sabes qué? ¿Dónde puedes ver la Llorona? Vamos a verla. Hay que saludarla.
We were like hanging out.
Y mi tío nos estaba contando historias. And he was like, por aquí abajo sale la Llorona. And of course we were all like, let's go. Stupid kids.
Next time we go, we need to do that. Make all our kids go.
The next generation.
Yeah.
Yeah, so nos llevó a esa vía que nos mintió y nos dijo que estaba aquí arribita. Eran como 20 cuadras. Mexico cuadras. So we go and my tia's like, yo no me meto. And Vani was like, yo tampoco voy, yo tengo miedo.
Well, yo según bien, pues mamona, bien, sí voy, bien verga, bien voy. No, pero at the time when we were at this location, we were like, okay, yo me voy acá con mi tío y tú acá y des acá, right? And I was like,
Never mind.
She saw it closer.
Le pensé y me asusté.
Como que mejor no.
Yeah, y fue mi mamá.
Se cancela todo.
Sí, nos metimos, era como, sí era un río y luego la vía y tenías que, like, nos tuvimos que brincar, creo que era como una barda, like, por un agujero. I don't know.
So you basically
trespass. Que mi tío nos sacó, él nos dijo, no pasa nada. So we went y estaba como así como de bajadita, así como para llegar al río, pues.
So if you had to escape, you had to really work
for it. Yeah, we were So era, like, al último los que se decidieron ir fue mi tío, Titi, Hugo, and the other people, right? La única que no fue Vani y mi tía. Esas sí se rajaron ahí. Dijeron, yo no voy.
No.
And so we were like walking and like laughing, like it was a joke. And then yo no sé cómo pasó or like where it went wrong. But like,
I have a question.
Yeah.
So did you guys trespass?
Yeah, we trespassed. Like we went like through the little hole.
She's so fucking proud of it too. Like, we totally did. Trespassed.
And estaba, no se me olvida porque estaba un árbol y estábamos ahí like around the tree que estaba like al lado del río. And then my tío was like, por aquí va a pasar, ahorita va a pasar. So yo no sé if he was like, ¿cómo se dice?
¿Llamándola?
No
like,
sé.
Like, with you guys?
Yeah, like, I don't know if he was us. Pero, like, dice, ahorita va a pasar, ahorita va a venir. And he was like, quédense callados. So, of course, like, us were, like, being stupid and laughing. And then he was like, ir a esa luz. I'm not gonna lie. There was this mysterious light coming at us. And it was approaching way faster than it should have been. Like,
it wasn't the train?
No puede ser el tren porque no se oía. There was no lights, like red lights, or like you couldn't hear the thingies going down. So, no sé si en México. Anyway, creo que no habían trenes allí. Like,
it was abandoned?
You couldn't, like, I don't know.
Somebody call my tío right now. We need
pero
we need this verified.
Yo no sé si pasaban trenes por allí o no, but it looked abandoned, como que no habían pasado in a long time. Moral of the story, that light was getting closer and closer, and then my tío was like, vámonos, ya casi llega. And he bolts, fuck you. He was like, ya cuando like nos pegó.
Each man for himself.
Yeah, cuando nos cayó el 20, él ya casi iba llegando al gate. Allá por donde nos metimos. So we all start running. Like, we're running. Viviana me agarró. Me aventó para atrás. Aventó a Hugo. I hit the ground. Me trampolearon así. And yo no sé cómo me paré.
Is that even the word? Me trampolearon.
No, it's not. But I got up and I ran for it. Yo terminé con un, like, scratch aquí. Like, we all...
Was that the Llorona?
No. Oh. It was because I was trampled. And they were trying to use me as bait. Yo no sé,
middle child syndrome.
I was about to say that.
Jerry. Yeah, but we like bolted. But yeah, it was scary. We didn't hear her crying. But that light, it was like a mysterious light that was like floating, and it started off like slow, far away, but then like we looked back, and it was way closer than what it should have been. Like, I don't know, it couldn't have been a car. It couldn't have been a train. Because no se escuchaba. Like, you can hear a train. But I don't know if it was a security guard. Because we were trespassing, but like, in a matter like of minutes. Like, esa luz estaba lejos y luego estaba cerquita.
Pero cuando ya llegaron ustedes conmigo y mi tía, Esa
Estaba
luz pasó la luz así.
Estaba toda enlodada yo.
Yeah, todos pálidos.
Yeah.
And the light still like passed through like that, and I got the chills.
Yeah.
I got the chills.
I think it also like so everything's about your mind, right? Like I know like when I go down to the basement and I turn off the lights before I get to the top of the stairs, I fucking bolt up those motherfuckers. Because you just have this thing in the back of your head like there's something creepy here. So just knowing that you had an unidentifiable source of light and then my tío screaming for his life.
Leaving us?
Of course, that's gonna, like, in the back of your mind, scare the crap out of you.
Yeah.
What would you have done if like they left you behind?
I would have cried.
She would have started praying, oh, Hail Mary, I don't know the rest, please save me.
No, yo sí sabía mi Padre Nuestro, but I don't know how I got up. Yo sé que like le gateé así, like for a piece. I don't know cómo me paré, but I got up and I bolted for that fence.
Imagine me having my knee problems in that situation.
Well, you better fix it, because we're gonna go when we go back down there.
Yeah, but it was such a scary, but like I would do it again in a heartbeat. I would give anything to be back in that situation.
Yeah.
And experience it again with like todos los primos. I mean, because like todos crecen. You know what I mean? It's ya no es igual. So I would give anything to go back and like relive that moment.
And scare the next generation.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Reunion.
Yeah, we should. Was this in Morelia? Or was
Yeah,
this-
in Morelia.
No, it was in Morelia. Mi mamá y mi papá no estaban. I think they ditched us that day.
They had gone to a honeymoon.
Ay, ugh.
Oh, no, they were there.
No, they weren't.
My dad was in there. My mom was. My mom stayed at the house. Y luego todavía nos dice, ¡ahí van de pendejos!
I don't remember.
Yeah, I remember.
My mom would never say something like that. What are you talking about?
Yeah. We walked to like. We walked for a while.
It was like 20. Y luego no son banquetitas así bonitas, no, puta. Tierrero, y luego banqueta,
No piedras.
Yeah. Y ya es que las banquetas allá están una así.
Different levels,
Yeah.
tripping hazards
Yeah.
galore.
Yeah, pero definitivamente, tío, no estaba aquí arribita.
It was like here to the next town, pretty
Yeah.
much.
Oh my goodness.
Yeah.
Wow. Well, that's definitely not all that has happened to us going over there.
No. I think that's just like the very, that's just like picking and finding the very tip of a,
Iceberg.
yeah. It's just an iceberg.
Well, there's so many different types of stories that we have from our trips over there. Like there's like the scary ones, and then there's like the funny ones, and then there's like the oh shit ones. So we'll have to continue this on our next episode. So
Yeah, make sure you guys tune in so you guys know what else has happened to us.
And don't forget to follow us on Instagram, TikTok,
YouTube.
So we will see you next week for part 2 of our fun Mexico stories. See you guys next week.
Bye.
Bye.
Hey guys.
I just think it's funny that we're laughing and you're like so serious. Okay, yeah.